Hello everyone. It's been a while. Welcome back. Been busy for probably the past, geez, how long has it been? Maybe month and a half. Wound up having to do quite a bit of spring cleaning back in June, and then went to work for the 2 weeks, and then as soon as I came back, Flight Sim Expo was going on here in Mini, so hosted for a couple of people that came down, and I had a great time. But decent to be back. Figured we hop back into the 7.4. Seemed appropriate. My name is MoarRightRudder. I'm a real-world 747 first officer in North America. And today we're going to be doing Minneapolis down to Louisville, do some UPS ops for you guys. Should be a fairly short one this time. Say hi to some of you guys in chat. Dad Aviation Guy, how you been? Good to see you again. Doing well. Healthy. Just been really busy. Sim CFI, good to see you again. Good to fly with you yesterday. I don't know if I told you, I got an absolute slideshow going into Toronto last night with you. I went down to single-digit frames on the approach. It was really, really bad. So I spent some time doing some graphics tuning yesterday. So hopefully today goes a little bit better. I want to try this thing out if it's good on the 7.4. You should give it a go. I'll try and remember some of my workarounds here. And it has been a bit since I've hopped into the 7.4 here, so it might take me a second for the setup. The weight and balance does get kind of wonky, but you can make it work. Tucker Flies, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Mr. Daniel Garcia, let's go! Good to see you at Expo 2, by the way. Is this the default 7.4? Yes, it is. Major Mark, how you doing, man? Hope you made it home safe. 4.7, yeah. Just wait until we get the 6.7 for Microsoft Flight Sim. Mr. Holt, good to see you, dude. Mine was fine. That's weird. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know if it was a sim updates or what was going on, but seems to be stable now. I guess we'll see. Good news. I think we do have Minneapolis Tower and Center back on. Nobody's down in Louisville, but we'll at least have ATC for the departure here. We'll get going. Back in the airplane here. It's cold and dark, so I'll take you guys through the startup. Let's see if I can remember all of what's borked on this airplane, because this is going to be a wonderful mess. So let's see. Before I do anything, let's get that back into norm. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of borked on this. Alternate flaps, let's go off. FMC needs to go to left. EIU goes. Now, I hear something going on. I wonder if that's the alerts that are happening. Because if it is, spam call. If it is, my thing's not working. Or at least my alerts aren't working. So I do apologize for if somebody did something and I just can't see it. That's my bad. I'll see if I can fix it at some point. Like I said, don't expect a professional stream here. Okay, we should be able to go and apply some power. Let's get the battery on. And I'll turn the sounds up. That should help here. There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll go standby power to auto. And clear those out. Now we'll get the external power number 1 on. And let's see. I don't think we can swap databases, can we? Nope. Okay. We'll just get the IRUs aligning. You have a sound mod for it? No, I do not. Well, it says got to boge the CG. Yeah, you do have to fudge with the CG, and you have to do it. Some you have to do in the tablet, and some you do in the box. I'm gonna try and remember what's the best way to get it to work. That after my update, DLSS reverted back to the old DLSS and not the new one. Oh, interesting. Okay. I may have to check that then. Actually, you know what? I'm not even running DLSS. I'm running TAA. Do I have this set to auto align? I don't think I do. Dealer? Oh, I guess I do. Okay, well. That's fine. May have to come along. Dude, definitely. Is the FMS good autopilot, or is it C or J level bad? No, the actual the autopilot and the FMC is significantly better than the CRJ, surprisingly. So it does have SimBrief integration in air quotes, but you have to come into the stock tablet to import your flight plan. So if I go to view, I have loaded the flight plan already in SimBrief online. So what I'll do is I'll click import route. While the sim thinks about it, what it's done. There we go. There we go, UPS 559. Go execute, and then we'll check our route here. So the Zumbro 7 to Nodine, J30 to Joliet, direct to Sybil and the J Money 2. Let's clear that discon there. For 17 left. Met for FrameGen as well. FrameGen should be set to 310.6. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that then. It would appear the only flight is a CRJ, and I'm not quite that brave, so she'll join in a realistic aircraft. Yeah, the CFI and I were flying the CRJ last night, DCA to Toronto. It wasn't bad, but man, even more so than in real life, you really got to be on top of it in the sim. It's kind of rough. Now, let's see if I can remember how to do this with the weights. So I do work in tons. Let's go to menu real quick. Go to settings, weight and balance. If I remember correctly, I think I set the payload to 0 here. And then if I do import weights, let's see what that does. We might have to do some playing around here. Expecting at least one passenger. Oh, that's right. I wonder. Flight performance, mass and balance. Let's go. I think we can just eyeball this. Let's do cargo. We are going for 123.7 tons. I'll call that close enough. Fuel is going to be 34 tons. Close enough. And then with the CG, nope, we got to move that backwards a little bit. Normally with the CG, you want to wind up around, I'd say 20 to 25% is pretty healthy. So not very much aft. Holy cow. Let's see if this works. Loading of your aircraft was successful. Okay. So now, here's the real test. Let me finish this up. Let's go to Prague. 552 miles. And that matches there. We don't have a fuel totalizer, so now we go to init. So this is I think, the make or break, because if I 320.7 is a zero fuel weight, and that matches the estimated zero fuel weight of 321.1. So I'm happy with that. So we'll plug that in there. We'll come back to our sim brief. And let's go scroll down here. FMC reserve is going to be 16.7 tons. Seems awfully high. Maybe I've just been doing in pounds for the past while. 350 is a good cruise altitude. Cost index is going to be 25. We'll change the step size to RVSM. We'll send a request for winds. Catch up on chat here while that's coming back. Now it's my turn. When you switch into a major, do you always want to be a cargo pilot and don't you want to switch to overseas LA flying? Yeah, get out of here. When are you going to Delta? You know, I would have gone to Delta a long time ago if I wanted to go to Delta. Aviation Bros, how you doing, dude? I'm sorry, man. I would have contacted you for a thumbnail, but I just needed one real fast. I promise I'll be better in the future. If our wind request ever comes back. I forget how long it takes in this thing, or if it even comes back. I swear it does. But then again, maybe I'm just going insane. Well, while we're waiting on that, what we can do is we can go through the setup procedure. Let's get the APU going. I'll come down here. Everything should be auto on, off, on, emergency lights. That looks fine. Fuel cross feeds are on. These should always be left in auto. Yeah, window heat should be on. Might turn off lights on. There we go. That's better. Nav on at least. CDC is good. So one thing that also is interesting, let me see if I can... This is a centered switch with a 2-position open close momentary. What's the needles are... The fat part should be in the middle, the skinny part should be on the outside, you know, like a regular needle. And the skinny part should be pointing to the full open position for the outflow valve, so that's another fun thing, just, you know. All of these should be able to go off, but we'll leave them, I guess. Trim air is good, packs, yeah, all the bleeds normally stay on. We can... Let's see, we'll do the FO side first. Flight directors go on. Barrow, I'm gonna hit my magic button. And then that's good. Source select panel is good. MFD, yes. Alternate flaps will go RTO, FMC, EAU, all fine. Come down here. I don't think we can tune guard, if I remember correctly on this one, which is a bummer. 34.4, we are done fueling. Seatbelt sign goes on. That's all fine. Can go 2000 on the squawk code. Above and left side. Cool. And then do a captain flow here. This is all good. Auto throttle goes on. Bank selector always stays in auto. And I'm just going to show that to 9900 since we do not have a clearance yet. Speed brakes, thrust levers, and flaps are all fine. Fuel control switches aren't cut off. We are happy. Let's see if we got wind yet. We do not. So I guess we're going without wind. So that's okay. That's fine. The other thing that we need to do is we need to pull up the stat page here. Just take a look at the airport map database. June 11th of July 8th. That is fine. UTC date and time is okay. And then we'll go to the checklist. Go to normal menu. Sorry, resets. And reset all. And we can go back to the stat page. And that pretty much covers everything up to performance, so we'll go and get that. Let's get some weather first. Let's see, 8 is for VATSIM. 110 at 8, 10 miles, few at 1,000, scattered 2.9, broken 8.5, 18 over 14, 29.92. 29. Yeah, dyslexia. ILS 12 right, 12 left. Oh, that's arrival. Oops. No, hang on. Departing 30 left, 30 right, 17. That's ATIS real world. This is ATIS VATSIM. What in the world? Oh, that's odd. Let me pull up the actual charts for a second because we're having conflicting departure runways here. And to speed run the A320 pre-flight. Yeah, I think the pre-flight for the A320 is a speed run anyways by default, isn't it? Let's pull up the ATIS here in the actual there we go. Yeah, Quebec is departure, so this did not pull the real stuff. We'll just pull up performance here. Okay, Quebec, and they're doing the 12s for departure. So I assume we're gonna get 12 left. Populate from the last flight here, 12 left, that's A-okay. And we'll just take calculate. We'll get the textual performance here. Thrust limit will be DTO with a select temp of 29. Just leave that and climb. Flaps 10. CG of 20. Only 1-2 left. We have 144, 158, 176, and we'll go engine out acceleration height of 1,000, and probably be NADP2 coming out of here, so we'll do 1,000 feet for the accel height and flaps 5 for the thrust reduction. Then we'll go up to the MCP program that. Take 176. Real quick, did I program? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm not insane. 176. VNav, because this is a vector departure. I guess you could go LNav off of this, but I get traditionally flying for the regionals, I always went heading select, so. 121 heading. I'm still holding on the altitude. Let me go and log into VATSIM here. What are we? 559. Just make sure we're not going to spawn on top of anybody. Nope. Cool. Ah, perfect. Alright, 748 departure. Mini Zumbro 7, no dyne. Let's see. There we go. Zumbro 7, Nodine J30, Juliet, Sybil, J Money 2, Louisville, Squawk 1625. Zumbro 7, departure, Nodine transition, climb via SID, except maintain 7,000. Sometimes the control bindings that I have set up hang on the altitude selector, and I haven't been able to figure out how to fix that yet. 350 after 10, departure frequency is 33.4. Just throw that in there. Should be data anyway. Okay. Or, nope. Ugh. This is so goofy how they have it set up. It's for my sanity. There we go. So normally this is VHF left, VHF right, and VHF center. And a lot of times VHF center will always be left on data, but of course we can't do that. So what I'll do instead, I'll just plug in 33.4 as a reminder there, even though it's here. Great. Expect runway 12 right. 126.7 for push. Let me see. 12 right would actually work out better for us. Let's do 12 right. 12 right. Takeoff speed's deleted. Yes. Go in it. Killing me. There we go. Alright, got 12 right. Let's do performance now. Thrust limit. It'll be DTO cell temp of 50. Takeoff flaps 20. 12 right. 141. 150. And 163. Everything else is the same. Cool. We'll set 163 for the V2. Still runway heading to 121. And top altitude 7,000. So that all works out. Cool beans. Fly high. Hello. Time to speed run. Let's see. We'll get caught up on chat here. So getting 12 right and 1.7 on V-Pilot. Got the exact same clearance. Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty common clearance. I seem to remember from doing Mini to Louisville. Cool. Alright. Let's do this. The other thing that kills me is the screens are just so freaking dim in this thing. Need to talk to the art director, whoever was in charge of that decision. Okay. Well, we're pretty much caught up, so I guess I'll give you guys a brief. Starting off, clean aircraft for the differences. It's just a Dash 8. We still have the aux pump on number 1. And at the electronic checklist, automatic V1 call out. For fuel plan, we're planned out of here with 34.0. We got 34.4 on board. And min fuel for takeoff was supposed to be 33.3. Should have enough. Computer showing arriving with 21.1 tons at Louisville, and we were supposed to have 19.4, so we were A-okay. We got plenty of fuel down there, and weather should be decent. For the weather currently, pull up Mini here again. Showing a departure information, Romeo, wind 080 at 9, 10 miles, broken 2.9, overcast 4.4, 18 degrees, 2928 now on the meter. Oop, that's mins. There we go. 2928. Get out of here. And the departing 12 left, 12 right, and 17. No other notes. On the taxi out, we'll push back here. I do believe that Tango is controlled, if I remember correctly. So we'll just check and get clearance to push. It'll be Tango Yankee, Whiskey 10 out to 12 right. Runway heading is going to be 121. We got 10,000 feet, dry pavement. Reject prior to V1 for master caution, master warning, engine failure, or aircraft is unsafe, unable to fly. I'll perform the rejects. Disengage the auto throttle, move the thrust levers to idle, pull the speed brakes, and then engage the thrust reversers. Depending on what it is, we'll either stop on or off the runway, and then we'll run whatever checklist we need to run. We have an engine failure at or after V1. We'll just go straight out, heading 121 for a no-time threat like a cargo fire. Just plan to come back in, course fix intercept for 12 right. If it's anything else, as far as the time threat goes, we'll continue to climb unless it's pressurization or a flaps issue. For the departure, it's going to be the Zumbro 7, that's page 10-3, November 9, February of 18. Highest MSA in the region's 3,500 feet to the north there with the highest obstacle. Off way far to the east at 3,095 feet. Transition altitude's 18,000. No other special notes for the departure. We should be able to make the altitude crossing ring A-OK today, so I won't worry about programming that. No NOTAMs coming out of here. I'd say biggest threat. Man, I just haven't flown in the sim for a good while. Especially the 7.4 specifically, I should say. So, sure we'll encounter some oddities along the way. We'll get probably a master caution and a master warning on departure with both the gear and the flaps. I'll just plan on canceling those. Going into the box here, we'll make sure everything's correct. We're doing runway 12 right as UPS 559. This is Umbro 7 to Nodine on departure vectors. 121 heading, and then out to Jedet, cross Jedet at or above 4, Zumbro, Nodine. On the climb, cruise altitude's 350, 250 knots below 10. First restriction is at Jedet at or above 4,000. Transition altitude's 18,000. For performance, let's pull it up here and double check we got everything all right. N1's going to be 96.1, flaps 20, CG 20, trim 6.8, runway 12 right, V1 141, VR 150, V2 163. Engine out, acceleration heights 1,000 feet, climb thrust, NADP 2. On the MCP, we have V2 163, VNAV is armed, runway headings 121, and top altitude 7,000. And that should cover everything. So we can do a pre-flight checklist. Fairly simple. Everything's complete. It's funny, I think that's thunder in the sim. I have my headphones on right now. I don't think it's actually thundering outside in real life, which is well done, Microsoft Flight Simulator, I guess. Alright, let's go get GSX hooked up. Oh, wow, this is new. Okay. I guess we'll do that. 1V pilot. Google. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Googleal 2012. How you doing? Welcome in. Is this 747 better than Salty's? I think so. Well, Salty hasn't, to my knowledge, I don't think they've updated their 7.4 for 2024 yet. But last I knew, I think they were recommending people do just the default 2020 version. You can call me Gustavo. I'm from Brazil. That's why. Okay. Yeah, this is the 2024 747. It has its issues, but you can work around them, and it actually flies pretty decently. The FMC and the autopilot in it is pretty good as far as the real thing's concerned. Let's see. Who am I talking to? I need...
Locking gear.
Mini tower. Let's go 1267. 1267. We'll pressurize hydraulics here before we call for push. Let's go APU Gen 1 and Gen 2 on. We'll go aux 4 on. And in the real airplane, you'd wait for this to build to 3000 psi before you turn the other ones on. We'll go aux 1 on, auto. And then we'll turn all the fuel pumps on, except the center, since we don't have any fuel in there. Beacon goes to both. We'll hit the recall once. Hydraulic press is wrong, and PAX and TCAS is wrong. All we should have is engine shutdown, so that's all okay. We'll go transponder on. And we could do before start
Minneapolis Tower,
checklist.
hello, Delta 1051 with Romeo, ready for pushback.
Before start checklist. Passenger signs are on.
Delta
MCP
1051,
V2
Minneapolis Tower,
163,
push
heading
and start
121,
is approved.
altitude 7,000.
Expect
Takeoff
runway
speeds,
17 and Romeo.
V150, V2 163. CU pre-flight.
Push and start approved, expect 17 with Romeo, Delta 1051.
6.8. Let's dial that in real quick. 6.8 units. And then we'll pull up this. We have 0, 0. Taxi takeoff briefing is completed before start checklist is complete. Kill that, go back to stat page, and then let's call for push. Let's see, I think we are at north infield cargo, but I can't remember what stand this is. Stand 1. All right. Where am I? There it is. UPS 559. Many good afternoon. UPS 559 heavy infield cargo information Romeo request push and engine start.
UPS 559 heavy, Minneapolis Tower, push and start onto Tango is approved, and expect 12 right.
Push and start onto Tango approved, expect 12 right, UPS 559 heavy. Sweet. GSX, where'd you go? Continue pushback, and we will go nose right, tail left.
Minneapolis Tower, Delta 1046 radio check.
Release parking brakes, please.
Delta 1046, Minneapolis Tower, read you loud and clear.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Six, 7. Did I say 6-7? Someone had to say it. Alright. Start the engines, we'll pull up the engine secondary page. And then packs are all off. We'll start 4 and 1 first. That caution shouldn't pop up. We'll ignore that. The engine start, the Dash 8 is completely auto start. Please ignore the rudder pedals. This is an Asobo thing. They've done this since 2020. No idea why. They're just excited.
Please set parking brakes.
Ooh, that is thunder. Alright. Here goes 1 and 4. We'll wait for the start lines on the EGT to disappear. Then we can start 2 and 3.
Minneapolis Tower, hello, Sun Country 783. And Hotel
There we go,
7,
start lines are gone.
pushback with
Start 2
Romeo.
and 3. Ooh.
Sun
Speaking of,
Country
I've had a couple of
783,
people ask me
Minneapolis Tower, push
why I
back is
keep
approved,
the
expect 12 right.
highlight, the blue highlight on,
Approve, expect 1
and
to
it's
right.
it's for that reason,
783.
because sometimes you might be pointing to something in the sim and thinking that you're going to click that, and
Tow truck
it's
disconnected.
actually registering as
Bypass
something
pin
else
removed.
entirely. So in real life, obviously I can tell when I'm about to pull, but in the sim, because of parallax and stuff like that, you just can't. So I keep the blue highlight on. Like, it's unrealistic. No, it's unrealistic not to be able to tell what you're grabbing in the airplane.
Minneapolis Tower, Delta 1051, ready to taxi.
Once these start lines disappear, we'll go ahead with the after start flow.
Delta 1051, runway 17, taxi via Bravo, Alpha, Charlie, Whiskey, and hold short of 12 right.
There you go. Start lines
17
are
via
gone.
Bravo, Alpha,
If you
Charlie,
can
Whiskey,
come
hold short
off.
12 right, Delta 1051.
We get the demand pumps all back to auto. Ice can stay in auto. And then we do not have aft cargo heat in the Dash 8, so we don't need to worry about that. Packs all go on. And then pull up the flight control page. Wait
What's that
until
for 60?
wherever the ground crew is.
Do you have
Get
any
clear.
idea how
Wait for
high
a
up
pin
that
and a wave
forming
off, and then we can set
hair
flaps.
that goes?
Sorry, I don't have any information on that. Center would probably have something when when you get on center.
Okay.
I don't know if they do give you a wave off, so we'll go ahead and program flaps anyways. We're going to flaps 20 today.
Tower Delta 3978, request taxi on Bravo.
And we'll go nice, slow wipeout.
Delta 3978, runway 12 right, taxi via Bravo, Mike Alpha, cross runway 22 at Bravo.
Bravo, Mike, Alpha, and then Alpha 10
that
for 1
sounds
to
like a
right, I
hold.
believe you said. Delta 3978.
Delta
Go.
3978, roger, cross runway 22
Cancel the
at
flight control page,
Bravo.
hit recall, TCAS off as
22
erroneous.
Bravo,
Don't worry about
3978,
that.
right.
And we'll do a taxi checklist.
Delta 1046.
Any ICE is auto, recall checked, flight controls checked,
Information
ground
is
equipment's
Romeo
clear,
Country, IFR
AQ
to Atlanta
is
is off.
off for taxi checklist.
Delta 1046, stand by. I'll have your PTC momentarily.
Pull up the taxi chart for you guys.
Minneapolis Tower, Sun Country 783, ready to taxi.
Sun Country 783, runway 12 right, taxi via Delta Whiskey, cross runway 22.
Ah, I do have views set
Hi,
up.
runway
Look at
12
that.
right,
We're getting
taxi
fancier.
Delta Whiskey cross 22.
We're
Sun
getting
Country
fancier.
783.
Mini UPS 559 heavy, taxi with Romeo.
UPS 559 heavy, runway 12 right, taxi via Tango, Yankee, Whiskey 10.
12 right, Tango, Yankee, Whiskey 10, UPS 559 heavy. There we go. Taxi lights can go on.
Minneapolis Tower, good afternoon. Delta 160 Heavy, Golf 8, request push and start.
Delta 160 heavy, Minneapolis Tower, push and start onto Bravo is approved. Expect runway 12 right.
Push and start approved, expect runway 12 right, Delta 160.
Let's see if I can get you. I don't know if I programmed an outside view. Maybe not. Oh well. Short taxi. I'm gonna take weather.
Delta 1051, cross 12 right
And
at
we can
Delta,
put terrain up
continue
on the
Delta
FO
Whiskey,
side.
cross runway 22.
Also take airports.
Cross 12 right on Delta, continue Delta
Clear.
Whiskey, cross runway 22, Delta 1051.
Let's see here. Let's get this going. So the nose wheel is actually back probably about 10 to 15 feet from the flight deck. So you really have to oversteer in the 7.4. Although when you're inside of it, it does a good job at tricking your brain into thinking you're in a smaller aircraft than you actually are. Send you a mod later for removing that top handlebar every time you move the mouse. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that might be kind of nice. What's the is it called flow control, where you get the radial menu instead of the handlebar?
Delta 1051, hold
Before
short
takeoff
at
checklist here. There's no
Whiskey
changes to
9
the brief.
for traffic that'll be crossing in
Before
front of you.
takeoff checklist is complete.
Holding short Whiskey 9, Delta 1051.
Actually, you know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try overriding.
Delta 3978, wind is 100 at Niner, fly runway heading, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff.
I guess I can't. But what'll happen
1 2
is
right,
when
no
I
takeoff.
do
3978, Quadrant ladder.
flap retraction, it'll think that the before takeoff checklist is not complete, and it'll give me a checklist incomplete mark. So that'll happen, and then we'll get a master warning for the gear on departure as well, which I'll just cancel. I do believe that's Holt there departing. Get back on center line here. For center line, normally if you put the taxi line straight through the airspeed indicator tape, you should be pretty darn close. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, just about. We're getting back on center line there. Delta's holding short for us.
UPS 559 heavy, runway 12 right, line up and wait.
Line by wait, 12 right, UPS 559 heavy. Alright.
Delta 3978,
lights can
contact
come
Minneapolis
on.
Center, 133.4, have a good flight.
Except the landing lights, we'll leave those off for now since we've not been cleared for takeoff. We can go TARA on the transponder. Get back on center line. Hello.
33-4, Delta 3978.
Delta 1051, after you're clear of the
Mustafa, hey,
747
welcome,
that
man.
crossed
It was
in
good to
front of
meet you,
continue
yeah.
to runway
It's
17.
nice to put a face with the name.
And continue runway 17, Delta 1051.
Move the range ring out here so we can actually see the first fix. Alright, speeds, trim's good. First fix, and min fuel is A-OK. We are good to go.
UPS 559 heavy, wind is 100 at Niner, fly runway heading, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 12 right, runway heading, UPS 559 heavy. Alright, we'll just take this on the roll. Get centered just a little bit more. We're already stabilized at 45%. As we get straightened out here, we'll hit toga. Apply just a little bit of forward pressure. Here we go. And landing lights can come on. There we go.
Delta 1051, runway 17, line up and wait.
Thrust set.
Line up and wait 17, Delta 1051.
80 knots, check. That forward pressure can come out. Hands off. Rotate. Nice and slow rotation. Keep pulling through 10 degrees all the way up to 15. Positive rate, gear up. 400 feet, we'll go ahead and select.
Minneapolis ground, Delta 160 heavy, request taxi. Runway 12 right.
There's 400, heading select.
Delta 160 heavy, runway 12 right, taxi via Bravo Alpha, cross runway 22
And
at
we'll
Alpha.
start following the Vino speed.
Bravo
pitch
Alpha,
command.
cross runway 22 at Alpha, Delta 160 heavy.
That's what
UPS
that was?
559 Heavy, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
334 UPS 559 Heavy. See ya. I'll go autopilot on here real quick so I can actually do stuff.
Delta 1050.
Delta 3978, climbing to maintain flight level 370.
We should have a flaps 10
370,
plug
that's okay.
here, but since we don't, just call it halfway in between. We'll probably get the master caution right here. Many good afternoon, UPS 559 Heavy, 2.7, climbing 7,000, runway heading. Flaps
UPS 559 Heavy, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, climbing to maintain 17,000, clear direct JDET, resume the Zumbro 7 departure.
Climb maintain 17,000, direct jet it, resume the Zumbro 7 departure, UPS 559 Heavy. And flaps 17,000. Some audio popping and a little bit of stuttering. I don't know what that's from. 17,000 and direct jet it. Direct jet it, confirm, execute, LNAV's available. LNAV's engaged. And flaps up.
Delta 561, turn right heading 030.
Woo!
Right heading 030.
I hope that's
Delta
terrain.
561.
Put that on here. Turn that down. It's burning my eyeballs out. There is a bit of weather. Yeah, no kidding.
Route 8647, leaving the airspace, Chicago Center, closed, frequency change approved.
It's not here in real life. Alright, flaps are up. Let's do an after takeoff checklist. Before I do that, let's see. Anti-ice packs, gears all good. After takeoff checklist is complete. So we didn't get the master caution or the master warning, which is interesting because on almost every single flight before, I've always gotten that on departure, and that was true for the 2020 version as well. So I don't think, I highly doubt they did an update to this thing.
Hello,
There's no
Delta
way.
51 heading 215, 3,000 for 7,000.
But that's kind of nice that
Delta 561, turn right heading 090, the mini compression intercept runway 12 right localizer. 090 to intercept the localizer, Delta 561. Delta 1051, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, climbing maintain 17,000, and turn right heading 270.
Right 270, 17,000 Delta 51.
UPS 559, climbing to maintain flight level 350.
climb maintain 350, UPS 559 heavy. Also, this is starting popping up more and more, and I've never gotten that. I haven't done anything in the sim.
Delta 1051, clear direct botany, resume the line E6 departure.
So I don't know if there was a sim
Direct
update
botany, Delta 1051.
or what.
Delta 561, 3 miles from Zesty, cleared ILS, runway
But I
12
haven't
right
touched
approach.
any of my settings in the sim.
Clear the ILS, runway 12 right approach, Delta 561.
I've started getting that. So that's
Savage
fun.
518, leaving the airspace, Denver Center closed, frequency change approved.
Can't win, man.
Minneapolis Center, Sun Country 783, 2,800 climbing, 7,000.
There's 10,000. We
Sun
can
Country
ding.
783, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, climbing to maintain 17,000, clear direct Dwight, resume the Wellstone 7 departure.
All right, climb 17,000, direct Dwight's, and resume the departure. Sun Country
They didn't have
783.
anything in Navigraph.
Delta 561, contact
nothing in the
Minneapolis
fixed
Tower
page.
126.7, good day.
Good.
126.7, good day. Delta 561.
Resource usage of Doom. Tell me about it. I came back
Delta
after
1051, climbing to maintain flight level
after a month,
360.
month and a half.
Climb
And,
360, Delta 51.
you know, before that, I'd never gotten that message. And afterwards,
Central
Alex.
aircraft hazardous winds information, convective segments
Popping
87
up every
Central,
flight.
85 Central, and 83 Central, all valid until 1955.
Reinstall my game.
Further information
Made
available
quite a big
upon
difference.
request
Did
at
it?
this frequency.
Okay. I might try a couple of other things first, just to see what I can get away with, because I don't really want to do a full reinstall. Not yet, anyways. It might come to that. I think CFI had to do or wound up doing a full Windows reinstall. Wish I had GFX to see the effects in the clouds, but I lost the giveaway in Aviation Pro server. I was sleeping. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering how performance intensive that is. Because that would be kind of nice to have. Textures medium is probably the best for VRAM. Barely tell a difference. Does that require a sim restart for the medium textures? Because we might be able to switch that once we get out of Mini's airspace, just to see if it makes a difference. Installed some add-on that removed the message on MSFS. Pretty neat. If it's out of sight, out of mind, right? The only reason I had to reinstall mine is because my live weather started exploding and not working. Answer the GFX question, not very performance intensive. That's nice. That's good. That would be a nice little... Oh, you know what? I say it's not,
783,
it's not storming, but
level
it
330.
is definitely raining outside.
Climb flight level 330, Sun Country
It's
783.
quite the downpour. Technically no, but you won't see the best results without a restart. Yeah. You know what might also help is I haven't cleared
Minneapolis Center,
all my
Delta
cache and shaders
160,
in
hello,
a while,
climbing
so
to
I might try that
7000
after this.
and heading 090.
See if that helps.
Delta
I think there
160
was
Heavy,
a
Minneapolis Center, radar contact,
NVIDIA
climbing
driver
maintain
update as well.
17000, clear direct Dwight, resume the Wallstone 7 departure.
I could definitely try that.
Roger, clear direct Doherty and climb maintain 17000, Delta 160.
Try locking frames at 45 with FrameGen X2. So my frames are actually locked at 30 with FrameGen X2. And I've always, up until I logged back onto the sim, it's been okay with frames at 30 and then doing a 2x FrameGen. Chances of being stalked by a 7.4 are low but never zero. That's right. Don't look behind you. You could do an intercept, open up the nose cargo, and just slide you right in. I'm already looking. How far ahead are you? Let's pull up the old VATSIM live traffic here. See where you are. If there we go. You're not too far ahead. What is that?
Delta 160, climb to maintain flight level 370.
20 miles?
Climb and maintain 370, Delta 160.
Get out of here. Get a little bit of music on for you guys. Let's see. Just a little bit of maybe some chill music. Let's try this. Awesome watching your streams, always learning something. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Learning how to be bad at streaming, I guess. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, let's go ahead. Should have switched to standard quite a while ago.
Any United 623, can we step away for a couple minutes?
And we'll
United
get
623,
lights
that's
here.
approved. Let me know when you're back.
Wilco, thanks.
Strobe on and turn everything else off. We can go seatbelt time to auto. Streaming is hard, I can tell you that. Yeah. Oh, no, everything besides that, though. It's kind of odd. Apparently the aircraft thinks we're in icing. I don't know about that. Oh, hush. Get out of here. Maybe the part about watching a real 7.4 pilot fly is knowledge, but I guess that's irrelevant, right? Well, it's irrelevant if the stream sucks, isn't it? I mean, we do our best to get that information across. We're getting better. Slowly getting better. Just realized my auto throttle is off. Aren't you in an Airbus? Don't you have auto thrust for... Isn't that the... Oh, here we go.
Silverhawk 888, leaving the airspace, Denver center closed, frequency change to group.
Frequency change approved. Thanks, Silverhawk 888.
So country 657, just off Minneapolis 2.8, climbing 7,000, heading 215. Sun Country 657, Minneapolis Center, radar contact, climbing to maintain 17,000, clear direct Pedlin, resume the Orski 3 departure. 17,000, direct Pedlin on the departure, Sun Country 657.
Just having a look through some profile here, finding just realized my same N1 is without it. Want to do an
Minneapolis
A320
Center,
flight
Delta
later?
160. Do you know the top of the thunderstorm? Do you know the altitude of the top of the storm over here?
Delta 160, last report that I
Maybe.
had, which is about an hour and a half ago, was tops to about flight level 350.
Roger that, thanks.
We'll see. I don't, since Expo is over, I really don't have a ton on my plate. I did want to mow today, but considering there's a thunderstorm outside, that's not going to happen. Some Northwest Ops maybes? Okay. You know I'm a sucker for Northwest Ops. So don't tempt me with a good time. I tell you what, if you give me an idea...
657, climbing to maintain flight level
If you give me an
360.
idea for a flight,
360,
I might. I know you're a big fan of the Airbus aircraft. They just make so much sense. Where are we going? I think we're supposed to be turning.
Delta 2632, Echo is current Omaha, advise you have it, expect visual approach, runway 32 left.
We have back on board and we'll expect this transfer to lab
we are.
Delta
Okay.
2632.
Cyber. Okay. Panicked for a second.
Delta 2632 to set and maintain 4,000.
Then maintain 4,000 Delta 2832. Thanks. Transfer 2632.
That's how I get you. Yeah,
Delta
that's how you get me.
3978, leaving the airspace, Chicago Center closed, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 3958.
Dear God. I can see the scary 7.4 on my TCAS. I don't think I'm that close to you. I think we're still about 20 miles in trail. But my advice is don't go slow. Om nom 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 nom. Just about 20? Yeah, it's plenty. Although once I get to cruise, I'll probably smoke you. Depends, what's your cruise speed? There's some thunder. It's about 20, maybe 7.6. Sure you're not doing 6.7?
And Senate Delta 160, do you happen to know whether they got those weather radars on those Eagles A330s? Yeah, it's raining outside and I got nothing on my radar.
Delta 160, negative. I'm not sure what aircraft they were flying.
Okay,
what was it doing?
okay,
Go back to VNAV page. Let's see what we got in cruise. Oh yeah, we're gonna smoke you. We're doing an 845 in cruise. 847 now. Bye, Felicia.
UPS 559, living in the airspace, Chicago Center closed, frequency change approved.
UPS 559, have a good day. We'll see ya. 22.8. Ooh, did you guys hear that? That was a big one. There is a thunderstorm outside. How do you like that? You know what? Hang on. Pull up the radar and let's see what's going on the Aviation Weather Centaur. Definitely going. What? Yeah. Oh, 2345. On fingies. Delta 3978, UPS 559.
3978.
Say again?
Do I need to slow down and get looped up so they can, like, eat me?
You can go faster.
I'm only doing a different way.
That's okay, I'll pass right over the top of you. DMs. Okay. Some wonderful northwest flights in the A320. Oh boy. How could you say no? I could, Oh, Detroit to Saginaw is a short one. Buffalo, Detroit. Sioux Falls, Mini, LaGuardia, Detroit. You have me intrigued. Hey buddy, you're below me. Am I? What altitude did you go to, dude? 37? Oh, well. 370. I could say no. But LaGuardia Detroit. Ugh, I don't want to do LaGuardia though. We could do Philly Detroit, that might be okay. I'm also down for Minnie to Madison would be short. That could actually be a 2, like out and back. That's short enough. That could be an option. I got to hang out with a real life A320 pilot during FS Expo for the entire weekend. CFI's friend. So we were swapping differences between Boeing and Airbus, and definitely got to learn a little bit, so that was nice. I don't know if I'll remember any, but maybe we may be able to apply some of that knowledge. We could do some of those nice MSP flights. I'd be glad to do a return. I do, you know, Minneapolis to Madison might be nice, short, and sweet. I used to do that quite a bit in the CRJ. We should do some shared cockpit sometime in the Scare Bus. Yeah, I'd be down. Does shared cockpit work well in the old Airbus there? Look at the volume mixer. Ask how to properly extend center line. Doing course in doesn't extend it for some reason. I think it's just an Airbusism where you have to do the reciprocal radial. I don't know why. But no, I didn't ask. I'm assuming that's just how Airbus logic manages that, which is, it's goofy in my opinion. But I guess that's how it works. I don't know about Phoenix, but I tried it in the T7. I don't know what the T7 is. Phoenix, it works perfectly. Cool. Airbus extend is just go fixed page and then hit both the courses. Pretty easy. 777. Dude, yeah, 777. Tucker asked, what was your favorite thing to see at Expo? Probably the Boeing Yoke. I was most excited to get my hands on that. Once they put a profile on it, because the first day on Friday they didn't have a profile on it yet, and it was very soft, and didn't really feel like much. But I talked to, I think it was Tony there at the wind control booth, and he was saying that they have all the parameters that they can program into it to actually give it a proper profile. And I think starting Saturday and then going into Sunday, they tuned it a little bit more, and the pitch felt really good. Pitch felt really good. Roll still felt a little wonky, but I don't think they put, well, I don't know if they did, but it didn't feel like they put much of a different profile on the roll. But considering how much force it took for the rotation, I'm very excited for it. I actually was trying to get a sim rig, like an actual seat, from one of the vendors. If they didn't want to take them home, I was gonna pack it up in my car and bring it home with me, because, you know, let's see if you can get a discount for cash, right? Try and shop some deals, but nobody was willing to sell, sadly. So I didn't wind up walking away with one. So I was still just using my desk. But the other thing that was really cool, WINCTRL had their, I'll say it's an 82 Newton meter belt drive force feedback stick base, and holy cow, that thing is nuts. I got to fly in DCS with that, with the F-14BU and the TF-51, which is the default in DCS. Oh, and on the TF-51 setup, they also had force feedback rudders, which I never even considered that would that I'd ever want a pair of those. The rudders compared with, or the rudders paired with the 82 Newton meter stick, total game changer for DCS. Holy crap! It's so cool. Especially flying like a prop aircraft, like you can feel stuff. You know, actually having to pull and put significant amount of pressure on the stick to get the airplane to do what you want, but then also being able to put light pressure in it, perfectly responding to everything. I don't know what else to say. Like, actually getting my hands on it, definitely, I think I'm gonna have to pick one up one of these days. Definitely. They feel real. I'm assuming you're talking about the Boeing Yoke. Yes, the material on it definitely felt real. The only thing, my only hang-up is, talking to Tony, it doesn't sound like the trim switch is swappable in addition to the autopilot disconnect. So it's only for the captain's side, and I'll show you. So you can see this and this is on the opposite side of the yoke, on the FO side, and I'd love it if they would allow you to swap it to the FO side, because that's obviously the side that I typically fly the airplane on, or at least the side that I'm landing on. So it'd be pretty darn cool to actually be able to do that. But they're, as of right now, it sounds like they're only have this model available with the trim switch and the autopilot disengage on the left-hand side of the yoke. It's kind of a bummer, but granted, it's still really cool. Wind is going to be nice in the Boeing for you in Louisville. 11 knots crosswind, 11 knots headwind. 210, 16 gust 22. That's fine. What yoke do you use now? I am using the TCA Boeing yoke. I know a lot of people hate on this thing, but honestly, it's been great. It's the closest thing to what I use at work, so I enjoy it. And I haven't had any problems with it yet. So maybe I just won the Silicon lottery. We need Rob control cam. Maybe. You know what? I actually just need a new webcam, period. CFI, if you're still around, what are you using for all your control cams, if you don't mind me asking? No, we need a Mr. Rudder. Thank you, Holt. I appreciate that. What was I looking for? Oh, that's it. Let me do some audio stuff here real quick because it's on WDM. I wonder if I switch to. Sorry guys, I'm gonna switch the audio style output here in voice meter and just see if it gets rid of some of the crackling. I don't think that's what this is. I'm just gonna give it a go just to see what happens here. Ah. Well, we'll see if that crackles. Sometimes mixing the audio types on voice meter causes that. I've had that in the past, but I don't know. I haven't done anything to the sim. It's driving me nuts. How far out are we? Holt, how far out are we? Just been sitting here yakking. I know this is a short flight. Forget these things at times. 747 is approaching. Yeah, we're eating you up. Yeah, I don't think that was the audio. Here, we'll start getting ready. Let's go with a split. Okay. We get the ATIS here in Louisville. Nobody's online, so I'm just going to use the real ATIS. They're doing arrivals 17 left and right. 190 at 16 gust 25. Oh. Scattered 5.5, 29. Ooh, it's warm. 2969. Pre-program that. .69. Visual is 17 left and 17 right. Simultaneous approaches. Bunch of taxiway closures. Man, it is raining outside. Holy cow. Alright. Let's see. What would be appropriate for us? Let me do a bit of research. I forget. 74 goes at Louisville. Survey says. Have you guys been getting a bunch of spam texts as of late? Because I certainly have. $260, so you're about 270-ish. I was hoping they would make a yoke for the FO because I fly FO side. Yeah, I would really appreciate if they do that, and I think they'd get a lot more purchases, if I'm being honest, if they made that modular. If they included that as a modular feature. Holy cow, the spam! Jeez. Yikes. Raining men in the UK. Hallelujah. Since at the end of the day, it's the UK. 6 spam calls in a day. Dude, tell me about it. Like, I got a spam text, and I just now got a spam call. It's nuts. Let's see. I think we're going to ramp 11, which is down yonder. So, Holt, are you doing 17 left or 17 right? Because I think I'm going to plan 17 right, because I got to go down to Bay 11. My big butt. Let's see some of them. Yeah, them approved taxi routes. 17 left. Okay, I'm gonna do 17 right. Let's get in here. ILS 17 right. And where my approach plate at? Here we go. Let's take it from. Connect up. We do from Seawayn. Back to the route page here, see if everything links up. Sybil, J Money 2, Seawayn, direct Geary, Seawayn, ILS 17 right, just approach to Common. That looks good, ND looks good. Thanks for cute. VNet page here. First speed restriction is going to be 280, so I'll program. Where are you going? What are you doing? Hello? Are we going to Civil, sir? Bueller? I have no idea. Let's just go direct to labs available, LNAVs engaged. Close enough. That was odd. I don't know why it kicked Sybil out of there. That was really strange. I guess I could do. See. YBIL. That audio stuttering is going to get real annoying. There we go. Civil Agile. These should be simultaneous ILS into Louisville would be funny and cool. LNAV is gone. Airbus is one. Hey, you should have flown Boeing down here. Hi, Reed. Hi, I'm a big fan. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, you know what? I see your contrail. I don't think I see you yet, though. Dude, that frame time is... I don't know if it's the frame time causing the audio lags. It's not Miz. I might try a restart and then clear the cache and whatnot, and then try a restart and see if I get the same stuff, because this is... I haven't done anything to this sim. And just decided to take it down. Because I took a month off. Because I didn't pay attention to it. That's what I was doing. Decimal 8.4 transition, 280. Holt, don't go slow. Forecast, transition levels 180, and of course we don't have winds because magic. Alright, we got ATIS. Let's hit a recall review. No items. Grab performance here for the landing. Grab 17 right. Populate. And we're going to go half the headwind plus all the gust. It's saying flaps 30. Get get away with flaps 25? Yes, we can. Brakes max manual. Are you serious? Kidding. What? No. Auto ATC says cross civil ladder below 290. Slant 290 ladder below. Exit cute. We got our top of descent there, so now the airplane should do what it needs to get us down. I don't know. I feel like this is really aggressive. I'm gonna try auto brakes 4. We'll keep it. It's gusty, so I'm gonna run flaps 25. And because I'm happy with that factored landing distance. It's not an issue. 340.5. It's not a problem. And then our additive is going to be 15. So with that, we should have 178 for the approach speed. Yeah, cool. 178. Navrad is out of park. So we should be set. Performance. We built it. Let's grab the ILS 17 right here, and she's starting down. Let's grab minimums is going to be 685. About clearing the cache. I got my fingers crossed that's gonna work. 685, we got bug 3 ways. Let me just make sure that that's the actual 2969. There you go. And I think we're gonna go below. Holt, where are you at? Oh dear, we're both crossing civil at 29. Good. I'm doing 280 knots, so we should have okay separation. So I am just behind you. Basically, don't go slower than 280. If you do, I will run you over. 290? Yeah, I guess you get a 10 knot buffer, right? It's a couple of knots between friends. Do a quick brief here. I'm just gonna do it from the box, and we'll get you guys up to speed that way. All right. We have Civil J-Money 2C Wayne transition to ILS 17 right on the legs page. Bring up the arrival, there's 1,000 level. We'll keep going down. Bottom altitude is 6,000 at C Wayne. I know, you're unhappy. I need to write a better script for this altitude wheel. In 2020, you could just use the regular altitude binding, but for whatever reason, they hit it in 2024, so I had to write a script for it. Which is, why would you change that? Nobody knows. Okay. On the arrival, we got Agile, Kung Fu, Share, Super below 23, G'day above 20, Lisa, 280 between 17 and 14, J Money, 15 to 13, Arctic, 13 to 11, Meanie, 11 to 9, Derby, 9 to 7, Odie at 6, Maxi, C-Wayne 210 at 6, onto the approach now. It's going to be ILS 17 right. C-Wayne 210 at 6, Geary above 5, Spires 210 above 4. Get you the profile view here. Bulgers above 3,000, Charcoal at 2,500. That's the final approach fix. Glide past 3 degrees down to 17 right, runway heading is a missed approach. At or above 1,600, we go 275 out to Damon, hold at or above 4,000. On the way down, we got, oops, 84 to 280, which we're currently doing. Transition levels 180. We landed flaps 25, 163 with plus 15 on the wind correction. Auto brakes 4, we're using full thrust reverse today just to save on the brake attempts. ILS is out of park, it's 110.3 with front course at 170. That matches. Mins are bugged for 685 barrel. That's it. Hotel slower back to 250 right now. Just to give you a little bit of breathing room. Alright, what was it doing? Descent checklist. Recalls checked, auto brake for landing data. We have VREF 25, minimum 685 barrel. Approach briefing is completed. Descent checklist is complete. Nobody's on in Louisville. So we can get the CTAF frequency. It's going to be 24.2. Program that. Oops. Still doing 0.8, we're Gucci. Alright. I slowed her back to 250, so you should be okay. Weather looks angry. Ah, dude, it'll be fine. Just use the force. It'll be good. I believe in you. You can do it. We can watch. Check your DMs. I will. Oh. Nah, it'll be fine. It's just terrain. You're endangered? Nah. What's a rule of thumb? Green's fine, red never hurt any, or green's fine, yellow never hurt anybody, red's not very fun, and then don't go into purple. It'll be fine. Touch purple in X-Plane, I'm never doing that again. I've accidentally touched purple in real life. That's, it's not a good time. Put it that way. Yeah, nobody's still on in Lowell. Still just chilling out. It's a little low on huh. New one. You know what? That's what I was gonna try. Since nobody's here. Nobody tell nobody. Just gonna do this real quick. Texture resolution. Texture resolution is on medium. Okay. So I don't know anymore. NVIDIA's just trying to get me to sell my house for a new card. Currently running a 3080. Excuse me. Chilling with 15 miles? Alright. I'll go ahead and release her and give her back do 280. $20 miles is plenty. It's so weird. Now that I give you thrust, you decide to climb. You know, it was kind of a bummer PMDG wasn't there at Expo. Would have loved to pick their brain how they're coming with the 7.4, but would have loved to volunteer my time as a tester as well. Alas. Airplane, what are you doing? Where are you going? I can't say I've ever seen it do this before with the altitude. That's a new one. Let's see if I just give her a little bit of a push here. Help her get back down. Would not be doing this in the real airplane. Go, no, you're supposed to be at 290, sir. There you go. Go down. Lower, Esteban. Thank you. Jeez. Captain would be having an aneurysm if this was happening, if this was an actual aircraft. I would just be disconnecting and hand flying, or otherwise, I guess I could have thrown it into altitude hold. One of the oddities about the Asobo, or working title, or whatever you want to call it, if I go to, let's see, just a wee bit, slow her back down. If I go to vertical speed right now, if I remember correctly, the path is going to disappear. So it's not actually going to show me a VNAV path when it should. It should still show me VNAV. Oh, it does. Okay. Now, what if I go back to... Okay, we go back to VNAV path. Interesting. If I go to flight level change. No, she's okay. I swear that was a bug before. Have they been fixing it? You know, that or I'm just insane. We might have to fly this just a little bit more and see if we can find more bugs. Because... Fool me once. What was the George Bush quote? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't fool me again. I don't know. She seems to be working appropriately now. Just got a little bit of boards out here for keeping that speed around 280. Oh, she isn't. Oh. We're gonna go down. Alright, since she's in VNAV speed and we're well above the path, we're gonna go full boards here until she catches back up and goes back into VNAV path. There goes path. I'm gonna slowly stow the boards and see what she wants to do. Maybe us two can do some shenanigans to test it off stream. Yeah, possibly. Well, I don't know how well multi-crew would work with this thing. That might be something to test once I learn, figure out a bit more what the consistent bugs are. Because it seems like the bugs have changed. A little bit more boards just to keep it around plus minus 5 knots. It's typically like where I keep it. Just add a little bit. Oh, not specifically multi-crew? Yeah. Just to see if we can kind of the same stuff? Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. You can, I wish more people flew this in their off time. I wish it, I understand why people don't. Going through 18. Program 2969. Throw lights on. Throw one set of landing lights on. But it's not that bad of an airplane. Seatbelt signs, that's what we're missing. And then do an approach checklist. Altimeters, 2969 inches, QNH. Approach checklist is complete. If they fix some stuff, I might be inclined to try it. It's really not that bad though. 5 minutes on this. Let's see. Landing it up. Oh. Yikes. Dude, that is, that's not good. What's the wind doing in midway right now? Add some boards, slow this baby down. FMC message, drag required. No kidding. What do you think Asobo should do to improve the aircraft? For starters, just the basic stuff. 2020, when you loaded up the aircraft cold and dark, the switches, pretty much every single switch was in the right place, how you'd expect to find the aircraft cold and dark. Not that you typically find a 7.4 cold and dark anyways, normally they're always powered, but there are switches that stay in the same place all the time. I would say the most egregious one is the alternate flaps. You would never, ever touch this unless you lost all of your flap control units, and you have 3 of them. Like, this is a you're having a bad day button. It basically bypasses the flap handle and directly drives the flaps electrically. Like, you're having a rough day, right? So for this to be in any other position except off, something wrong is going on with the aircraft, especially if you get to a cold dark. Also, this switch, this is one of the switches that you have to check before you apply power to the aircraft. If this switch is, say the flaps are up and it's in the extend position, you apply power to the aircraft, those flaps are going to come down, and you're either going to damage something or you could kill somebody. So just, there's some really weird, egregious stuff, like switches are out of place that were not the case in 2020 that are in 24. I think that's the #1 thing that they could just do immediately, right off the bat, to actually improve the airplane. Drag required. Yes, I know. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to do flaps 1 here. What's the speed restriction? Keep doing 240. Other things that they could do to improve the airplane, screen brightness. Whoever did the art for 2024, the screen brightness is far, far too dim to actually be usable in a lot of circumstances. It's not good. Oh, also, screen brightness is tied, there are certain screen brightness knobs that are tied to things that they shouldn't be tied to. I want to say it's either the upper, yeah, it's the upper D or the upper ICAS that's tied to the glare shield brightness. This is supposed to be the glare shield brightness right up here. So it's silly little things like that. They have a decent aircraft sitting in front of them. It's just very, very simple stuff that they need to fix. There are some things in the CDU that logic-wise are not great. There's 10,000. Let's go ahead and switch to advisory. 24.2. Let's see. There's hold. I see hold on the VATSIM there. Otherwise, I don't think there's anybody else doing on a product.
Low traffic. Delta 3978 can be rejoining dial F17 left from Legacy local.
Level traffic UPS 559 heavy, just outside of Derby on the J Money 2 arrival, passing 9,000, planning ILS 17 right in about 5 minutes. Louisville. It's just real simple stuff. Otherwise, it's close. Oh, and the weight and balance. The weight and balance, I think, is going to catch most people off guard, because back in 2020, it worked great with the SimBrief integration. You just loaded it up in the CDU, and it worked perfectly every single time. They really screwed the pooch on this one, because it does not work seamlessly at all. And you get CG issues, and then you try and do the box versus the tablet, and things just go sideways. It's not great. Would they fix those things? Yeah. It'd be fine. Honestly, I enjoy checking in all the waypoints manual in that thing. Ugh. I don't. We don't even do that in the real aircraft. We just send off for a company uplink, and it takes care of everything. Let's see. Since I'm speed intervening, I got to keep a closer eye on the speed restrictions here. Seawain is at 210. I'm just gonna say we're cleared for the approach, so we're gonna dial the bottom altitude, which is going to be 2500 is the intercept. .2500 SEP.
Local traffic, Delta 5978, established on the ILS for 17 left at 17 miles, local.
Same with the NE330. Way too dark. Yeah, I don't know why. Third-party add-ons don't have that problem. I don't know what that is. Oh, let me tell you one more thing. This, whatever this is not in the real aircraft. I don't know what this is. If they were like, oh yeah, it's got thick windows and this is the casing for it. Like, no, it's not there. Go back and compare the 2020 version. This is not there. I don't know what this is. Louisville traffic, UPS 559 heavy, turning a 20-mile final runway 17 right, Louisville. And I think our Seawain is 210. Plug flaps 1 maneuvering, and then we'll put flaps 5 in. It's a little bit earlier than I'd like to, but we'll heat our speed restrictions. There go the rudder pedals. Normally I like to do flaps 1 at 18 miles, flaps 5 at 15. You do flaps 10 at 10, and then that sets you up perfectly for an approach. It's perfect timing for everything. Path. Let's see. Speed restriction is Spires. So we'll keep the 210 until then. I guess it is max 210, but we'll just keep the speed up. That's fine. See, because right now this is max screen brightness. It's just silly. It's so dim. Oh, I wonder. It seems like the audio popping has to do with clouds. Because we just passed through that one. We got a little bit of it. We were getting a lot of it when we were passing through clouds and cruise. So I wonder if I turn clouds down, maybe? comes Spires. Except flaps 5 maneuver. We're still about 13 miles out. So we'll hold on flaps 10. Louisville traffic, UPS 559 heavy, 13 mile final, runway 17 right, Louisville. Ah, that's 10 miles there. Go flaps 10. And I think this auto brakes 4 is going to be pretty aggressive, but we'll see. Plug flaps 10 maneuver. We can also arm approach mode. Localizer glide slope alive and captured.
Louisville traffic, Delta 3978, final once left, Louisville.
And our missed approach altitude is 4,000. Come on. There we go. Louisville traffic, UPS 559 heavy, 10 mile final, 17 right. Louisville.
2,500.
7 miles, but 2,500. Go gear down, flaps 20. Arm the speed brake. So flaps 20 maneuver. Down at idle, she's pretty quiet in the sim. I guess I couldn't tell you if she's that quiet at idle in real life. Flaps 25. Yeah, speaking of, what's our legs? 178. That's right. We have the additive. Let's book 178. That's flaps 25. Do a landing checklist. Landing checklist complete. Louisville traffic, UPS 559 heavy, 3 mile final, runway 17 right, Louisville. It is kind of windy. Let her get stabilized here. That's probably about right. Autopilot's off. Just follow the needles for now, because I cannot see those pappies. Throttle's off. 1,000. Stable. Correcting airspeed.
Louisville traffic, Delta 3978, it's going to be clear, 17 left, Louisville.
Oh yeah, nice and gusty. Start to see those pappies. I see 2 red, 2 white. Seems to like 60% roughly on the N1. Louisville traffic, UPS 559 heavy, short final, runway 17 right, Louisville.
500.
Keep her coming in here, nice and tiny movements.
400.
Bracket on the airspeed.
Approaching minimums. 200.
A little bit of a sinker. Landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Idle. Speed brakes up. Reverser's normal. Knots. The brakes off. Get a taxi chart up here. And we'll take a left turn off on Bravo 2 here. Actually, we'll roll her to the end and get off down there.
Louisville traffic, FSiPanel SRTX, we're taking Charlie, cross L11 at Charlie, then going to be Golf, Lima, Quebec to the ramp, Louisville.
Got a little bit of a sinker there at the end and a little bit of an airspeed loss, but we were still above VREF and we bled off the gust factor, so it was okay. Alright, take the left turn at Bravo and then go in and park at ramp 11. You're slowed down here to about 10 knots. There we go. Go straight in. Oh, that's my speed brake lever. It's making all that racket. Alright. The way we clean this up, we'll stow the speed brake. You can clean up a Boeing the same way every single time. This applies to all Boeing. Speed brake, APU. Ice goes back to auto or off. Lights. Landing lights, that's my me. We'll leave the taxi on. Radar can come off. Auto brakes off. Flaps. And then transponder can go back to reporting. Louisville traffic, UPS 559 heavy, clear 17 right, taxi to pad 11. Actually, I don't have my pad. Double APU switch, is that? Oh, look at that. That's a new feature. That's we're testing that out for maintenance. Let's see, where do we want to park here? Good thing. We should have came in there and then swapped around, but that's alright. Whatever. There ain't nobody here anyways. Kill the taxi light. Since we don't have marshalers, we just do a little bit of a cheat here. Go up to the next parking space. See if these lines are work out okay. You do have to give it a lot more thrust in game than you would in real life. Close, I guess. I'll just scoot on up. Okay. APU's running, radar's off. Parking brake set. APU's available. We'll go APU Gen 1 on. Number 4 goes aux, and everything else goes off. Shut down 1, 2, 3, and 4. Belts. Pumps. Ice. Lights. Flight director stat page, and transponder. There we go. We'll write up the APU switch. Tell maintenance to get rid of that. Well, that about does it. Of course, I forgot to hit the record switch. Take a month and a half off. My sim abuses me. Forget the record switch. My bad. We might do another one here in a little bit. The aviation bros are trying to talk me into doing an Airbus stream because the last one went really, really well. So that might be entertaining. That might be on the list for a little bit. We'll see. But thank you guys for coming along, for joining us on the way down to Louisville. I'm gonna try and clear my cache out and see if that helps things a little bit. If we can't get performance to a better state. I got to figure out what the heck's going on with the auto plopping. It's a little bit annoying, but thank you guys for coming along. I guess we can do some quick life advice. Eat your protein. You want to grow big and strong, drink your milk, eat your protein. Don't be afraid of some carbs. I promise you won't get fat. Just do it for the energy, and then go burn it off and do some yard work or something. But that's it for me. I might see you guys in a little bit here in a little later stream. We'll see. But I will see you guys later. Thank you all for coming.